What's going on, YouTube? I'm back with another daily investment update video for you guys. In today's video, I'm going to be going over how my investment in Charles Schwab's SCHD has been going over the last 444 trading days. Yes, 444 trading days. I actually counted because I'm trying to keep track of how long it's going to take for me to hit my overall investment goal inside of this portfolio, which is $100,000, right? This is one of the 4 investments that I have in this portfolio that I am trying to actually get up to that $100,000 mark. As you guys know, that is the hardest amount of money to accumulate on your wealth building journey. And later on in the week, I'm going to be dropping a video about why $100,000 is so hard to attain. But once you hit it, things actually do start to get a little bit easier. Now, yes, I'm only investing $10 every single trading day into this investment. And it seems like every time I drop a video, there's always someone that's in the comment section that says, Clarence, I don't know why you're wasting your time investing this $10. You're not going to get rich. It's a waste of time. You know what? Those of us that have started investing in this small portfolio builder challenge, we understand that that $5 or that $10 on every single trading day is not going to make us rich, but we're also building that investment habit. And that habit's going to allow us to not only continue to invest that $5, that $10, that $15, that $20, whatever it is, then we know we're going to start cleaning up our debt. We're going to start getting rid of all of the things that we purchase to impress people that we don't even like. We're going to get rid of those. And what we're going to do with that money is we're going to start using it to invest. We're also going to be looking into our 401ks and other retirement accounts, and we're going to be investing more in those. And then we're going to turn around and we're going to look at our HSAs, our health savings accounts, and we're going to start investing in those. So no, investing $5 or $10 is not going to make us rich, but it's a mindset shift. This is not some get rich quick scheme, some short term, flip your money, make $100,000 and then hit the door. That's not how we do things over here. We are looking to build real long-term wealth. And speaking of real long-term wealth, the market's been on fire the past few weeks. We are starting to see some major bounce back in the market. Is it temporary? I don't know. That's the biggest reason why we go in and we invest on these cadences, right? We're doing daily here, but like I've said in the past, I'm doing weekly in my other accounts and monthly in my Roth 401k. But I did want to take a couple of moments just to take a look at a couple of the individual stocks within SCHD that are helping this position continue to creep up. So the very first one we're going to take a look at, United Health. This one was left for dead a couple of years ago. We all know about what happened with their CEO and what happened with the stock after that happened, but this has seen a major bounce back since those days a couple of years ago. And as you can see here on the chart, we're a little bit lower than where we were at that 605, but we're starting to see it come back. And this has been one of the catalysts that has been helping to move this overall position, this position being SCHD, up a little bit more. And then we'll flip over and we'll take a look at Texas Instruments. And as you can see on this candlestick chart, this is a monthly chart. The United Health was a monthly chart as well, but you can see how it's been moving month after month. And we did see a little bit of a pullback here, but are we going to get a bounce in this position? I wanted to show you these two because there are so many stocks within SCHD that are starting to see some movement upwards, and it is impacting the entirety of this fund. And I also like to show it because a lot of people say SCHD is dead. It's not something that they want to invest in anymore, and that's completely fine. But as I continue to look through and evaluate the individual holdings within SCHD, I really like what I'm seeing. So now we're going to flip over. We're going to take a look at how my investment has been performing over the last 444 trading days. I started investing in this back on November 1st of 2024. So right now we're taking a look at my overall investment in SCHD. And as of the recording of this video, I'm up $919 and just over 20% at 20.15%. I think that's phenomenal. Being up a little over 20% in my dividend paying investment, I like where that's heading. And then taking a look at the daily P&L, I'm up $19.17 or 0.35%. So a little bit less than 0.5% there. Total market value, $5,480.45. Total cost, $4,561.45. I have an average price, $28.56. Total quantity, 159.73, so almost 160 shares of SCHD. The position ratio, 35.53%. And the last price that I was able to average in, $34.31. So I'm really liking where this investment has been going for me, guys. And then we'll take a look at SCHD just in general. So as of the recording of this video, we are trading at $34.32. So you saw what my average was, which was that $28.56. So we've seen some movement upwards, right? And then we'll take a look at the 52-week high, which is right in the middle column here, $34.34. So we're hugging the highest price that this position has been in the last rolling 1 year period. So I always like that. And then the 52-week low, $25.63. That's where a lot of people were panicking. They were saying, hey, it's dead. We need to jump out of this. But I knew that this was a long-term investment for me. And investing at that 52-week low is why we have a lower average price in this position. Now, could it go back down to that 52-week low? Of course. But if that does happen, then we know that we're just going to continue to do what we do, right? And when I say continue to do what we do, I'm just going to show you every single trading day. I have it automatically set up right here. You can see it right here as I scroll through, where I'm investing $10 on every single trading day. It's set up automatically to do it within Webull, and it happens right around 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on every single trading day. Now, if you like Webull and you like this interface, they currently have a promotion going on right now. Deposit a minimum of $100, you'll get 12 free stocks. Now, I don't know what those stocks are, but if you can get some free stock, why not? All right, so now we'll flip over. Let's take a look at the SCHD chart. We're looking at a yearly candlestick chart right here. And you guys know that I always like to show you these charts so you can visualize what the movement in these positions look like. Look at this chart right here. 34.34 is the 52-week high. And then, of course, we see the all-time low, $5.07. We need to take into account that this position did split, but it is the equivalent of $5.07, which is where this was way back in 2017. All right, so now we're going to take a look at how much I've received in dividends since investing in this position. This is obviously my dividend paying investment, and that is a very important component to this overall investment. And as of today, I have received a total of $146.51 by way of dividends. And of course, that has been reinvested back into my position, which is the dividend reinvestment program. And each time that I have received a dividend over the last 3 dividends, I believe, I have received enough to actually accumulate 1 free share of SCHD. So I'm not taking that as income right now. I'm just having it reinvest back into that position. And as my quantity continues to increase, I'll be able to get more and more shares. So at some point in the future, instead of getting a dividend payout that will give me enough to buy 1 full share, I'll have enough to get 2 full shares, then 5 full shares, then 10 full shares, and the list goes on. And I believe that the next dividend payout date is scheduled for September 22nd or September 23rd. I need to check my dates, but it'll be some point around that time. All right, so now we're gonna flip over. Let's take a look at some of the comments that you guys left in my last SCHD update video. So the very first comment here, 281.22 shares, total gain, 20.7%. Last dividend was $69.94, buying 2.131 shares. Yeah, shout out to you. That's what I just mentioned. All right, so the next question that I got here is, hello, do you invest this in your Roth IRA? Well, I actually do not have a Roth IRA. It's one of the things I kick myself for. Whenever I was younger, I never set one up. And as of today, my wife and I, we don't qualify to invest in our individual Roth IRA. However, I do have a Roth 401k through my employer, and I absolutely invest in SCHD inside of that retirement account, and I average into that every single month? So good question. All right, and then the next comment here, I hold SCHD as one of my holdings as well. This last quarterly payout reinvested to buy me 30.2 more shares. Looking forward to the next 10 plus years. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. I'm happy I got one share. This person got 30 shares on their last dividend payout date. And that's just going to continue to increase. They're looking at it at a long-term perspective, 10 plus years. Imagine how many shares they're going to be able to get every single quarter whenever they get their dividend payout 5 years from now, 10 years from now. It's going to be insane and phenomenal at the same time. So shout out to you. And then the last comment here, let's keep rocking. Absolutely. So Aaron's been investing in this portfolio challenge since the beginning, from back in January 1st of 2024 when I first made my video. It was an awkward video. I was still trying to find my way and my voice in this YouTube space, and he has been along the way the entire time. So shout out to you. I hope you're still investing. Drop a comment down below and let me know. Guys, I'm up over 20% in my investment in SCHD. And I always tell you guys this, that I don't do anything. I have everything set up on autopilot. It takes away any excuse that you can have for why you can't be successful with investing. Drop a comment down below and provide me with an update on how your portfolio is going. How often have you been investing in that position? And more importantly, what is your overall return looking like? Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.